What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with a major story. So it looked like we got some ground shaking, some movement coming out the WNBA pipeline. A reporter has pretty much let us know when to expect WNBA free agency. Now, one of the biggest talking points for this offseason has been, where is so-and-so players going to go? We can't even have free agency without having a CBA deal done. Now, Annie Kosovo of Front Office Sports just released a groundbreaking articles, guys. We're going up to New York for this one. We're already here. So, with that being said,
the WNBA season has been plunged into complete turmoil, sending shockwaves across the league and putting Caitlin Clark's long-awaited debut at real risk. Reports point to a major article confirming that free agency is being delayed until early March, a timeline so tight it threatens to upend the entire calendar. This goes far beyond roster moves. It is a frantic push to lock in a new collective bargaining agreement by early February or face serious consequences. The league is dealing with a schedule so compressed it could postpone the season's opening, leaving fans and players wondering what happens next. The pressure could not be higher for the league's incoming superstar.
Additional 30-plus days to do free agency, right? Now, this article is coming out right here, man. And it stated, WNBA could be weeks away from delaying the season. So, we know them schedules came out, dog. Them schedules came out yesterday. Everybody got their schedules. Now, my personal opinion, I still don't believe it's going to be a lockout. I just wholeheartedly do not believe that. I believe that they're done, but I could be wrong. See, I'm afraid to admit, hey, y'all, I could be wrong. Now, with
this stunning development is rooted in tense ongoing talks over a new CBA after the previous agreement's extension expired without a deal in place. The Players' Union submitted its proposal more than a month ago, calling for a dramatic 30% share of league-wide revenue and pushing for a staggering $10 million salary cap. This is not minor negotiation. It is a push for sweeping change that could completely reshape player pay in the WNBA. Yet as of Friday, the league had still not responded, creating a troubling silence that only deepens uncertainty surrounding every part of the upcoming season.
Now, I'm here to tell you, if free agency started in March, the season is not going to start May 8th. So that right there tells me ain't no ifs, ands, ain't no buts. The season ain't going to start in May. Because we still got to do free agency. Then we also got to remember there's a thing called training camp. Every team got to have training camp, bro, to prepare for the season. That's weight room, that's running up.
The proposed financial reset goes far beyond the salary cap, with union demands also including a supermax contract reaching $249,000 and a minimum salary climbing to $66,000. While these figures have been mentioned before, they now carry far greater urgency as the early February deadline for a signed CBA approaches. Without this core agreement, free agency remains frozen, meaning no player can officially sign with a new team. This complete standstill affects every franchise's ability to shape its roster and casts serious doubt over the future destinations of elite talents like Caitlin Clark.
At 26 season. Now, as of Friday, right, the Players' Union was still waiting on a response from the league to propose to the proposal that they sent over a month ago. Now, multiple sources told Front Office Sport that the proposal the union is seeking a 30% share of the league gross revenue and a salary cap around $10 million, man. Everybody keep reporting. We already know this part, bro. Like, all they doing is copying and pasting the same articles, bro, every couple of days, man. Now, the Supermax will go up to $249. The minimum was $66,000. That's all.
Consider the domino effect if the CBA is not finalized by the start of February. Free agency, which normally begins in January, would be pushed to early March. That leaves teams with barely a month to handle complicated negotiations, complete signings, and lock in rosters. It is an unprecedented crunch that places enormous pressure on front offices across the league. The traditional team-building timeline has been shattered, forcing general managers into a frantic race against the clock while the league's biggest names wait in uncertainty.
of the original 31 CBA deadline on January 9th, with no deal reached to no agreement to a third negotiation or third extension. Man, where the part at about free agency, bro? Because I'm tired of reading all the same stuff. All these articles be all the same stuff. Now, it's stated the union is proposing eliminating the destination, but the league has been unresponsive to the suggestion. Multiple sources believe the best case scenario for free agency will be early March. And if that ink dries, the new CBA could be signed.
And the problems do not stop there. Adding to the chaos, the WNBA draft scheduled for April 13th now sits squarely inside this squeezed timeline. If free agency only opens in March, teams will be forced to chase veteran signings, while also preparing to scout and draft college prospects. This double burden creates an almost impossible situation for front offices requiring major decisions under extreme pressure. The margin for mistakes becomes razor thin, and rushed choices could seriously damage chemistry and long-term success.
In free agency, squeeze in the expansion draft, squeeze in a lottery, and everybody's going to report back to training camp by April the 19th. That is the plan. That is the plan as of right now, if this deal gets signed by the beginning of February. Now, however, in the middle of free agency, front office will also be preparing for the 2026 WNBA draft, currently scheduled for April 13th. So not only do they got to do the training camp plus free agency, they also got to get ready for these college young ladies coming out. Do I believe they got enough time?
Another complication comes from the need to hold an expansion draft, which normally demands extensive preparation and evaluation. Trying to fit this process into an already overloaded March presents a massive logistical challenge. Expansion teams must build rosters from the ground up. And without clarity around free agency, their decisions become even riskier. This rapid sequence of free agency and expansion draft and the college draft sets the stage for disorder and could leave teams entering training camp with incomplete or unbalanced lineups.
They got enough time to get this done. I don't think it's enough time on the clock. I ain't lying. Now, do I believe it's going to be a lockout? No, I don't believe it's going to be a lockout. But I also don't believe it's enough time on the clock for them to make that May 8th starting date. I think the season could be delayed 2 to 3 weeks if they sign by the beginning of February. I'm thinking 2 to 3 weeks delay. Because you don't ever want to do anything in a rush. You know, because when you rushing stuff...
The impact on training camp is just as alarming. Teams are scheduled to report by April 19th, only 6 days after the draft. That provides almost no time for coaches to integrate rookies, for veterans to adjust to new teammates, or for real team development to take place. Training camp is vital for installing systems, building chemistry, and defining roles. Rushing this phase almost guarantees a disjointed start to the season, with players still learning their responsibilities, or even who they are playing alongside. The foundation for success is being severely weakened.
And I feel like this could be leading us to a disastrous start of the season. People not knowing where they're supposed to be. Some of your favorite teams going to end up losing. The chemistry's not there. Everybody's forgetting all of that. You got new players waiting to get acquainted with their current players within 3 weeks. Then you got training camp. Then you got the draft. Then you got more new players coming in. I don't know. But the article goes on to say both sides have emphasized a commitment to the league's 30th season being played. Sources who familiar with the mentality.
The league still plans for the 2024 season to tip off on May 8th. But that date now feels increasingly unrealistic given the current delays. If free agency begins in March, followed by an expansion draft, the college draft, and training camp all packed into April, there is simply not enough time to prepare. Analysts are already predicting a delay of 2 to 3 weeks, pushing the start into late May or even June. This would disrupt broadcast plans, affect player conditioning, and throw off the entire WNBA calendar. A rush launch risks poor performance from underprepared teams lacking chemistry. Players need time to connect and execute complex systems. For a generational talent like Caitlin Clark, beginning her pro career amid this chaos presents a massive challenge that could limit her immediate impact. Despite looming deadlines, both the league and the Players' Union have publicly committed to playing the 2024 season. Owners have emphasized they do not want a lockout and hope to build on the league's rising popularity. While the union authorized a strike in December, they stressed it was a precaution rather than intent. That shared stance offers some hope a deal will be reached, yet the complexity of negotiations still threatens a smooth outcome. Concerns over timing remain, and the union has also proposed removing the destination clause, which limits where players can be traded. This added demand further complicates talks and could significantly shift player control and team-building strategies. Amid the uncertainty, signs are emerging about Caitlin Clark's likely future home. No official word has come, but scheduling patterns suggest a strong possibility. Sources say certain teams are being positioned for maximum exposure, hinting at a link to a high-profile rookie. Leaked schedules point strongly toward the Indiana Fever. Insiders note no team faces more back-to-backs than Indiana, a setup designed to boost viewership and engagement. Such a demanding slate suggests the league expects a major draw. The Fever appear primed to be a marquee attraction from day one. This theory gains strength when noting the Las Vegas Aces and New York Liberty are also scheduled for heavy early road trips, bringing star power to more markets. Combined with Indiana's intense back-to-backs, it paints a clear picture of the league showcasing its most marketable assets, including its future face. Even the first back-to-back of the season arriving opening weekend signals intent to generate excitement early. Every scheduling detail seems carefully designed to spotlight specific teams and players. While the CBA remains unsigned and the draft order unresolved, the scheduling itself may have revealed the league's hand. Indiana's demanding slate points to a franchise ready for an influx of star power and attention. It is the closest thing to a pre-draft signal, yet strongly suggesting Clark will wear a Fever jersey. Finalizing the CBA by early February is critical. Further delays could throw every part of the season into deeper chaos. The situation is a high-stakes gamble for the WNBA's future. Even without a lockout, the risk of a rushed and messy start is real. Still, all signs converge on one conclusion. Caitlin Clark is set to become the cornerstone of the Indiana Fever. The debut may be delayed, but her path appears increasingly clear as a new era in Indianapolis takes shape.